5 ways and a bonus on how to develop your most valuable asset. You. That's right. No matter your objective, no matter where you want to go, it's you that you have to develop. So, if that's the kind of content that you like, please hit subscribe below. That's going to help a lot. I have a bunch of things prepared, a lot of guests coming, and it's going to be invaluable. Does it sound like a ridiculous idea to you? It seems like you wouldn't like to miss out. Then click subscribe below, okay? Thank you. And by the way, thank you, welcome. I'm Fernando Gouveia. I'm here to prepare, I have prepared, and I'm here to present you a framework based on my experiences of failed businesses and businesses that I'm doing everything different now and I've been succeeding. I was never this close to the success that I am pursuing. I've been pursuing for a long time. And I have here 5 ways that I learned by my own experience, just trying, and by communicating with others, learning from books and everything. So let's go to it. The first one, and before that, so I prepared like in a format of an ask and a how, because when executing, the how is the most important question that you must ask. How do I do this? How do I achieve that? How, whatever, I don't know. But here I prepared 5 basic ones. And the first one is your want. Oh, you will see me looking here. I have a cheat sheet. Yeah, I don't have a computer memory. So yeah, and I've been learning. That's why I'm here. All right? We are here to learn and make mistakes. By making mistakes, we eventually get to where you want. All right? So that's a bonus one. We all know that, but anyway. The first ask is the wants, the desires, and the will. You must achieve clarity. You must, in order to be focused, you must want the path that you want to follow, right? Without that, you don't know the direction where you're going. But you must know where you're going and apply it. Without the will, you don't transform yourself. You don't improve. You get stuck. How do you achieve that? Then you need to talk to yourself, right? You need to meditate. Yeah, I think it's BS, but it's not. You have to make the right questions. You have to learn the right questions and ask for yourself. I told this before. And that's how you achieve balance. Balance within. Because if you are a mess, if you have all that noise going through your mind, you don't go. I struggled with that in the past. And by meditating and therapy, I was able to take off that noise. And then I was able to, internalize and communicate with myself and understand who I am, understand where I wanted to go. I had an idea, but a bunch of failures in the past, and like I said, I was never closer to achieve the things that I want, man. And that's when you stop and analyze that you get clarity. So that's the first one, all right? And after that, you start moving, okay? The ask number two is find what you want. Find your why, like Simon Sinek says. Start with why. But by only employing things that you like, by only doing what you like, is that you're able to progress. Because every enterprise that you start, imagine doing things that you don't like your job today, like my job today, which I am working to migrate from my 9 to 5, having a side hustle. And I'm not counting this. This I done and started because I like to communicate, I like to learn, and I felt that I needed this to progress, to give my next step. Yeah, and I struggled a lot by starting this. I had this planned for years until I was able to do the first task, understand my why, understand my clarity, find my path, and then I got to the second. Um, and I understood, I got clarity based on the things that, oh, okay, I understand what I like. Then I can pursue it. So once you answer that, there comes the how. That was the ask, now the how. The how is seek a mentor, seek a coach. You can ask like I asked myself in the past. There's a bunch of phony people there, a bunch of coaches. It's blah blah blah. It's not worth it. But there is an approach that I always had with my life, which is, um, if I don't try, I won't know. I want to pay the price and see if it's worth it. Bunch of times today, until this day, I lost money and time. But once you understand how to filter the noise, how to filter which are the things that you're looking for, and you are able to lock in. And in terms of coaches and mentors, always trust in referrals. And if you don't know anyone, then that's your time to start networking. I don't have networking here in my list to tell you, but networking will eventually come. And it's the most important thing that you should do. Anytime, every time, networking. You might not know how to do things, but once you look after it, you will find the answer. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. So, and don't stick with one. All right? Like I said, I thought that was BS, but it's not, because um, once you get referrals, once you get references, once you get direction from people that already have been where you want to be or the path that you want to go, you can avoid so much trouble, so much time wasted. And again, don't stick with one. I started with one, and now I think I have four or five, each one for different things that I've been pursuing, and I'm looking to one day excel at it. Yeah, that's right. Um, I would mention some names here because, for instance, for businesses and scalability, I am looking up to Alex Hormozy and other famous ones like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Robert Kiyosaki. They all have a bit to share with you. That's why books are so important. So you get like a golden nugget from that person. And that's invaluable. We must do this. And not like idolize one guy that has flaws like everyone, and then the things doesn't go in your way and you're gonna blame someone else. No, the blame is always you. You must be accountable for it. You must, you know, feel empowered enough to just go after it. So, another thing, find a mentor, right? By networking. Ask three, um, invest your time and resources in anything. Could be like learning music, learning business, learning whatever. That's the how. So the ask is invest. Invest in your time, your money, or invest. But then the first point that got you clarity, now you know where to invest. All right? And that leads me to one thought that I always heard, and we got that covered in one of the conversations that I had in the channel with Colby. He said diversification. We all hear that. Yeah, you have to diversify. But when you are small, how can you diversify if you don't have enough resources, not even for one investment? So that's it. That's what the previous steps, the will, desire, finding what you want, and then start applying it. You focus on one investment, on one way, on one path. When that starts to generate the results that you're looking for, then you diversify. Then you go after other stuff. Then you can create the ramification and protect what you have been building so far, right? So, and that makes perfect sense. And for so long, I struggled with that. By again, you see, we have so much information these days. That the thing is, that's why I also wrote this. Uh, with so much information and no action, because we don't know where to start, then we stay stuck in the same place. So this framework, go for it. You will not regret. And um, if that seems too much to you, Grant Cardone says, commit first, figure out later. And since I read and heard those words, I don't think if I read, I don't know, I don't remember if I read or if I wrote, I read the book or if I listened to the book, sorry. Commit first, figure out later. That stuck with me. And sometimes it seems overwhelming, but go for it. Go for it because you will find it. You will find how to do it. Then we got to my fourth ask. The ask is multiply yourself. Multiply yourself. And these days is kind of easy to do that. We have a transformation, a technology transformation happened unprecedented, and that's happening like never before. So the how is leverage technology, use AI, use systems, use platforms, and you can associate those with each other. We have in our hands an unprecedented power of technology that can help us a lot. Yes, like any other transformation, we have the ups and downs. We had here the conversation with Erin, and Erin told us that AI is impacting the film or movie industry or anything related to that in great scale. If you want to know more, please go to the episode. She's amazing, and she's an example. She had to find other paths. She didn't decide to just complain, cross her arms, and say, what now? No, man, she went for it. Yeah, and that's what we should do. And that goes for any industry. I don't know what's going to happen or what's happening in other industries, and I'm sure it's happening the same. But learn to leverage the technology and adapt yourself and go. The power is with us. So, for instance, technology and businesses. I can give you examples. In terms of technology, which I work with technology these days on my W2 9 to 5, it's helping a lot. A lot. And in terms of businesses, for instance, I'm in the planning phase. I'm in the execution. I think will be up in 3, 4, max 5 months. And that's because we have these tools. The research that would take me like a month, I did in minutes. And then you just have to digest that and go for it. And that's just an example. Other sales funnels, other things that we are planning, the offer, the material, anything you can leverage that. AI and the AI systems that are being built on that. So imagine that. And I've been hearing that a lot of people are making money with these systems, that I don't know. Like you just hit play and get money. I don't believe that. There is no easy money, right? There is no easy money. But we can multiply ourselves and leverage the technology. Which now leads me to the last point, and that's the bonus one. Because you will hear this and say, that's a lot. How I'm going to do that? Time management. Time management and the supposed balance, which is different from the balance within that I mentioned on the first point here, on the first ask. Time management is something that it's just priorities. There is balance doesn't exist. Okay? Forget that. Balance doesn't exist. What exists is priorities. One time you're doing one thing, and there you have 100% attention. In another time, you have attention to another thing, and that goes up and down. I struggle with that dilemma as well, and the solution is that there is no time management. There's no, balance. There's no balance. You are unbalanced all the time. That's it. It's just priorities. And you have to choose. Okay? That's it. So I hope you liked it. There's more planned, there's more coming. And soon we'll be, doing a bunch of stuff here that really excites me. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button. And for sure, there's something in the description like the books that I curated from my guests. And thank you. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.